All right, thank you, Jordan. Tonight, Huntsville citizens speak out again against the actions of Huntsville Police during June protests. Just yesterday, the Huntsville Citizens Advisory Committee held a public hearing to gather reports from locals who were at the June 1st and 3rd protests. This was just some video from those nights. The HCAC says they are collecting reports to do a review of HPD's response. And tonight, Huntsville City Council allowed public comments, and locals used it as another chance to speak out.
There was a lot of atrocities committed. Kids, had rupture wounds on their legs. We had people in the ER taking pictures where they were pulling plugs out.
I hope by the time the HPCAC is done that we will finally hear some acknowledgement that perhaps the protest response was flawed.
There will be a second public hearing by the Huntsville Citizens Advisory Committee on August 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.